It's Christmas Eve, although it just feels like another day over here at my house. But I'll say that for the season and for the sake of everyone in trying to encourage you to enjoy this holiday season. Happy Christmas Eve. What brings me back, frankly, is not primarily music. So it turns out yesterday was a significant day. Mike Rutherford, originally of Genesis, it was his 69th birthday. Happy birthday to him. But we lost a significant figure, someone very important in my life. And it's not a musical person, but I'm going to talk about him because his journey and discovering his journey changed my journey, changed my life. I'm talking about Dr. Richard Alpert Ram Dass. Do you know who I'm talking about? Ramdass. I only have this one book of his. He put out a book called Be Here Now. That was my introduction to him. There's a lot to unpack here, and I may not do it well. But I want to explain that besides music, the most important thing to me, or more importantly than music to me, is to understand what's going on and to feel, just to understand things and to feel okay. Spirituality, at first it appeared to be religion when I was a small boy that I was fascinated with, but it wasn't. It wasn't religion. It was understanding what's real, which has led me throughout my life to study different things. I've never been a guru seeker. My brothers were. And when they got caught up in following Guru Maharajji, I knew it was a sham. I tried to take it on. And I could never allow myself to be hypnotized enough to think that these guys were anything but guys like me, you know. Nothing there to worship. So in that same sense, Ram Dass has never been a guru figure for me. He went and got a guru. He needed it. Maybe I need one, but I think I got what I needed from the idea of a guru, which is the spelling of the word guru. What do you need? You need to be in touch with yourself. G-U-R-U. I keep saying it recently about how we overlook our value. We don't value our innate divinity. This book, and I can't remember exactly how I got turned on to him, but it was probably through music, through my interest in Timothy Leary, because I know that Ram Dass did LSD through Tim Leary, and that's what started him on his journey. The thing I want to share about him, this book, I hadn't read it for maybe 20 years, and after hearing of his death yesterday and how it affected some people I know in a spiritual community, because there are different communities of thought, I picked it up again and started reading it, and it's like, whoa. What happened to him reminds me of the movie Matrix. It's kind of like what happened to Ram Dass and other people like him who are guides, is that he had an experience where all of a sudden the universe of information is just rapidly downloading into him. And then he is just like freaking out and then wants to find a way to share it. And it comes across in this book, Be Here Now, and also the way that he lectures. He's lectured for years. I've never been a follower. I don't need to follow people. I'm not into the cult of personality. I was when I was younger, and as I started to wake up to it, I was saying, okay, yeah, see the truth behind the person. It's not the person. They're just a conduit. So, but I want to say rest in peace to Ram Dass. He was an important figure in my life. Changed my life more than the Beatles, more than music. I want to just put it like this. I am aware that I have charisma. I am aware that I'm charismatic. I am aware that I'm a people person. I get along with people. I'm aware that I can manipulate that and use that. And becoming, thankfully, because of my basic spiritual focus since childhood, it did start with my grandpa being a minister. That had something to do with it, observing him. But it's because of these things that I've decided a long time ago to try to be as congruent as possible with my values, to not hurt people. I'm far from perfect, but I could really cause a lot of damage in people's lives, and I decided a long time ago that's not what I'm going to do, especially after experiencing it a couple times of how easily I could manipulate people and just get anything I wanted out of them. And this is the game. This is what's going on, and I don't like it, and I'm not going to do it. Rest in peace, Ram Dass, and I want to thank him for helping me to see that and not be a scumbag like practically every person in power. Scum. You just throw people under the bus and do anything to anyone to get what you want. Massive misery for the luxury of a few. This is not a great country, and the partying and the luxurious dinners and things that the super rich do, I'm gonna bust them. There's people living rough on the streets so they could do that. It is true. There's truth there. You can dispute it, and your disputes will be partially true. But what I said is true. This is not a great place where a very small minority of human beings are living high on the hog, having produced continuous wholesale misery for people who don't deserve it. Okay. On a musical note, yesterday I was online for a little bit, and I don't have TV. I want to explain again. I don't have cable TV. I don't have satellite. I don't have a dish, so I don't watch television. I use the internet, okay? So I don't sit around here watching television. I don't. Not sure what I was going to say with that. Oh, well, this was it. It was that, yesterday, part of what I did besides work on the dance piece was to watch what's going on in the world through the internet. And on Facebook, in one of the music groups, the Canterbury Music Group, someone posted this album. I forgot I had it. The Canterbury Music Group is all about Soft Machine and Caravan and all those bands. A few years ago, I was able to buy some library music. And this is a library music album called For Christmas for Children. And the musicians are Mike Ratledge and Carl Jenkins of Soft Machine. I forgot I had this. I haven't played it since I pulled it last night, but I pulled it and took a picture of it with my crappy, cheap phone. This is something I still haven't replaced. I intend to get a better phone so I can get a phone that focuses. I haven't been taking pictures of records. Matter of fact, if you notice me showing pictures on Facebook recently, those are old pictures. I'm just posting to share many of the pictures I've been showing in the last couple of days. I haven't been listening to those records. I've just been wanting to share with people. But I need to get a new phone. So anyway, I took a shitty picture with that phone of this and showed it as a result. Haven't played it. I'll play it today. So also someone asked me, I will remember his name, and Anthony Jackson asked me if there are physical copies of my new EP, Solstice. Well, there's one. I made it. And you can too. It's really, I think it's easy to make covers for these. Use iTunes. I don't know what all people listen to music through, but iTunes became pretty ubiquitous years ago. And what you can do in iTunes is just use their template. They have templates where you can print out the cover graphics, okay? And you can make yourself one. I really love this music. These aren't the best pieces that I've done recently. I'm happy to say that. I have not shared the very best yet. And this is another thing about art, is a lot of times we, the public, never see the best work or hear the best work of the artist. Only they do. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.